How are you? Lyndsay here. I am business marketing guru, mindset healing maven. I welcome you to this wonderful live that we're having today. What are we talking about? We're talking about the 5, count them, the 5 reasons why you're not making money in your business, and a little bit of mindset, a little bit of strategy. I always like to combine the two because I feel like they all coexist very nicely together. When you join me live, say hello, and would you do me a really quick little favor to have your name show up in the chat? We gotta chat the restream, the linky binky chat.restream. What I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna put it in the actual chat here. Yeah. And then you can click on it. You can be able to share your name, because as you comment, I want to see who I'm chatting with. And if you are joining live, thank you so much. I'm very excited to chat with you today about this very importante topic. And I'm very, very excited to share something with you at the very end of this live. I have never done anything like this before, and it is going away extremely quickly. So stay tuned, stay to the end, because I don't want you to miss out on that, because it might be something that you really, really need in your business, really, really need in your life right now. And I would love to be able to provide that to you. Alrighty. So just making sure that everything is working. All the channels are happy. Again, to have your names show up in the chat, you need to boop, boop. I'm booping it. To have your name show up in the chat, you gotta do the comment, the chat.restream. That would be awesome. Okay, let's do this. I don't want to waste your time because it's not nice. Why would I do that to you? I love you. I care for you. I want you to succeed. So there's no wasting time here. Just gonna jump quickly over to my notes while we chat here. I'm Canadian, and you will hear my Canadian accent come out. I try not to. I try to hide it, but it has a mind of its own. Alrighty, so 5 reasons why you're not making money in your business. Let us start this delicious chat. I apologize. My screen keeps on changing on me. Okay, let's do it. Some things you might click away. You might click away. I don't want to hear the truth. I don't want to hear the truth. I'm just going to go away. I don't want to hear it. This is a very honest conversation, and this is not to make you feel uncomfortable in any way, shape, or form. This is just pulling out the truth of what you need to do to make your business succeed. And number 1 is showing up consistently. This was a really hard one for me. Let me dive into that just briefly. Why, Lyndsay? Why was it very hard for you? Because I didn't feel like I was good enough. Because that lack of self-worth, that impostore syndrome, it would come in, it would infiltrate my brain, my mind, my soul, my spirit, and it would shit all over everything that I was trying to do. I was very good at procrastinating. Oh, just a couple more hours and then I'll get on to that thing. No, nay. It doesn't work that way. Little bit all the time. This is how you build a habit, because what happens to habits become behaviors, and then behaviors start changing into who you are or your identity. So we want to develop little tiny habits, because I know it's really hard in our goldfish attention span world that we live in. 7 seconds. That's all we have. That's the faith that science has in us today. As of August 16th, 2021, your attention span is the size of a goldfish. So if you've stayed on for 4 minutes and 18 seconds, seriously, good for you. I really am impressed, because it's very easy. I'm not being sassy or silly. I'm being honest, because it's very easy to be distracted, shiny object syndrome, and to have your attention taken elsewhere. All right. So having that goldfish brain mentality, we have to scratch the surface and reestablish what it is to have delicious habits that's going to produce money for us. And what is a big part of that? Showing up consistently. Just for a week. If you have a really, really hard time with this, I just don't have time, Lyndsay. I just don't have time. Tuesdays, Thursdays, I can work on my business, and that's it. I hear you. I hear you. And I feel you because I know what it's like. I am in the middle of moving. I would zoom out and show you. I'm actually like hiding in the corner of my desk right now because there's shit piled up everywhere. I'm in the middle of moving temporarily for 3 weeks and then moving again and still showing up to my business. Why? Because I love it with all my heart. I love my people. I love the mission and the service that I'm doing. And that's something that you have to get down to, understanding your why. Why do you want to do what you're doing? If it's just for money, that's okay. Don't shit on yourself for wanting money. Don't. But you have to make sure that it aligns with, coincides with doing what you love. Because if you're just about the money, you will be motivated and driven for a certain period of time. But because it doesn't tug at your heartstrings, you will not be able to be consistent long-term. Can I get an amen? Anybody feel that? Anybody experience that? Let me know if you experience that. You have to have that why. Simon Sinek talks about it. Simon Sinek, if you look up his Start With Why video on YouTube, it's a TED Talk. He's got a book on it. It's brilliant. I really, really, really appreciate that approach because it just puts it into a different perspective of why your why is so compelling, is so powerful, can lead you for years and years to come, gets you excited to get out of bed. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be exciting to get out of bed in the morning? Yes, yes, yes. I feel you. I know it's really hard because it's so easy to be down and negative all the time because of what's happening in our world. So it's like we have to be the pivot point for change. And the only way we can change and do all the things is we work from the inside out. From the inside out. And then things can start happening and changing and shifting in your external world, which just create this beautiful habit loop for feeding your soul, and you keep giving the good, you keep getting the good back, and so on and so forth. So you're not showing up consistently. That's the number one big thing about why you're not making money in your business. Do it a little bit. Little bit. If you have a really hard time with it, just take a week, 7 days, put an alert in your phone, and just something simple, something powerful in your posts, like a one-liner with a bright background, something my coach taught me. And I love it because I want to show up all the time. But sometimes I'm feeling like garbage. Sometimes I'm really tired. Sometimes I don't want to do the thing, even though I know my why. I love doing what I'm doing. Lots of shit happening in my world. I want to show up every day because not only is it important for you to show up every day to create a habit for yourself, but it's also important for your people, your ideal clients out there in the social medias to see that you are reliable, that you show up consistently. Because why? Because then they can start leaning on you. They're like, oh, Lyndsay shows up all the time. I can lean on her. I can trust her to give me a message almost every single day. And that's awesome. Because trust is really hard to establish. I feel like we might be at a society where we're like, shoot first, ask questions later. Oh, maybe, perhaps, yes, yes, yes. So again, it starts from you, always, all day, every day, from the inside out. Building the habits, something little. Do something little every single day. Powerful, bold, one-liner statement on a bright background. Funny meme that connects, that you can connect to your niche. There you go. Just do that every day for 7 days. Simple. If you're having a hard time showing up consistently. And then you elaborate on it. A little bit more. Once you get into the habit of it, every morning at 9 a.m., I always post. That's what I do. I always post. You start infiltrating your brain saying, I always, changing your subconscious to have the good habits of showing up consistently instead of talking yourself out of showing up consistently. We feel that? Can I get a thumbs up in the comments? I'm on a different system. So if you're watching on Facebook or if you're watching on YouTube, I can't see normally what you see on Facebook when you're doing a live. I have a different system. So if you put in a little comment, I can see that. And I appreciate that a lot. Okay, so let's go to number 2. And let me know if you have any questions about these things as we go through. Please put them in the comments and I will get back to them. Okay, number 2. You're not saying what you really want to say. Well, why is this preventing you from making money in your business? Why is this preventing you from succeeding in your business by me not saying what I really want to say? Well, we kind of get stuck behind this idea, if you're like me, the perfectionist, OCD, people pleaser. Not as much of a people pleaser anymore. It's really, really hard. It's a daily thing that I have to work on all the time. But if you come from that kind of personality quirks, it's really easy to look at what other people are posting and be like, oh, this seems like it's working, so I'm going to post something like this too. But it's not you. Saying what you really, really want to say is always going to stand out and is always going to be developing and shining light on your personal brand being you, your energy, your attitude, your tonality, your language, the way that you say things. It's going to attract a tribe of people to you. Sorry, I'm looking for a water. I had a water. Excuse me. And it's really, really important. No filters. It's a big one. No filters. No need to hide. Because the keyboard warriors that are out there, you know how you eliminate them from pooping on your space? Because your social media is your space, is your little piece of digital real estate. And you get to decide how you show up. You get to decide how other people show up too. And so if there's people who come in and they're not so nice, because that's something that we worry about, then you can delete and block and move on. Wouldn't that be nice to do in real life? There's a lady behind you at the checkout counter when you're checking out for your groceries, and she's just not a very nice lady. Wouldn't you love to be able to delete and block? Can't do that in real life, but you can do it online. So don't ever, ever, ever let fear of what other people think of you prevent you from showing up online in your most glorious light. Because you can do this wonderful thing, block, delete, backspace. You can get rid of these people out of your digital real estate. You get to decide how you show up. This is a huge one. Saying what you really, really want to say is going to magnetize your people to you. And I highly recommend that you never, ever delete a post. Have you done that before? Have you written out a post and then you're like, oh, this is a little too much. Oh, this makes me, butterflies in my tummy. I don't think I should post this because I think I'm going to offend people. Have you done it? Have you deleted posts before? No more. Just because you're watching this today, make a vow to yourself. I will never, ever delete another post out of insecurity, fear, or worry about what other people think of me ever again. I'm just going to go for it. Because what's the worst that can happen? Nasty people, delete and block, move on. If that's your biggest concern, tell me, what else is your biggest concern of you saying what you really, really want to say? I want to know. Tell me. I don't see anything in the comments. So I'm just going to check over here really quickly because it's supposed to show up for me on this side. And I don't see it. And I would hate to miss somebody's commentos because that would be terrible. Let me see. Give me a moment. I appreciate you and your patience. Oh, I see you too. Commentos. Do we lose a dog? Tracy. Hi, Tracy. I see you. Okay, awesome. I saw it there, but for some reason I didn't see here, and I don't understand why. No. Okay, well, fine. Be poopy. See, whatever. Okay, let's go on to step number 3. Number 3, the third reason. That's not proper grammar, but that's okay. I don't have proper grammar at all. The third reason why you're not making money in your business. And I know y'all might have heard this somewhere, or maybe this somewhat is one that perplexes your brain a lot. And I feel you, because this one perplexed my brain. You have no idea, no clue who you are talking to. Who are the people? What is the group of people that you want to change their life? And no, You don't have to do Tony Robbins Business Mastery, create an avatar version, because I've done that and it's great and it's extremely detailed, but you don't have to do that. Take a little pressure off of your anxiety. Take a little pressure off of your perfectionism and let it go a little bit. Doesn't have to be super detailed. You don't have to be like, my ideal client wakes up at 6 a.m. She makes herself a cup of coffee. She looks out the window and she contemplates life. And she wonders what life would be like if she had this X, Y, and Z thing change. No. The easiest way I have learned to know who you're talking to be able to define your ideal client, is the past version of yourself, is a past version of yourself. Because I know, and this isn't me just being sun sign Gemini and having multiple personalities. It hasn't been clinically proven that I have multiple personalities. But what I'm trying to say is that we have different versions of ourselves. So the version of ourselves that went through elementary school, they're a different person, right? The part of yourself that went through high school, college, your first job, your first loving relationship and shitty relationship, all those things. You're a different version of that. But for what you do, what your niche is, what you focus on, the results that you produce for people, the results that you produce for your ideal clients, who are those ideal clients that you want to produce those results for? And you know what's amazing? You get to decide. You get to decide who your ideal client is. Guys, spreading it far and wide and being like, I just want to help everybody. I feel you. I feel you. I hear you. I see you. I smell you. I feel it all. But being more focused will help you learn to develop a really strong, delicious, beautiful foundation in your business. I actually have a program all about that. It's called Fuck Yes Foundations. Yes is YASS. 5 S's. 5 S's. It's really, really important. Foundations are super important. And being able to identify and dive into your ideal client, which is do the past version of yourself. You'll be able to identify what their wants, their needs are, what results that they want, what pains that they experience from day to day. You'll be really able to tap into that and be able to define your ideal client. Because let's say your niche is in health and wellness and you help to focus on new moms wanting to lose the baby weight or whatever. Because you've identified who your ideal client is, past version of yourself, you'll be able to go through actual scenarios that produce pain for your ideal clients because you went through it too, right? Not being able to put on, after baby's born, not being able to wear your regular pants. You still have to wear pregnancy pants. That's not fun. Trying to squeeze into those pants before you got pregnant. You know what I mean? Like, you have stories and experiences that you can have your ideal client relate to and be like, how does she know me so well? It's because you went through it yourself. All right. Know who you're talking to when you create your content. Past version of yourself. It's the best one. It's the best one. If you're having a really challenging time, that's my favorite, best one. Yes. Sorry, I'm just double checking here. Appreciate you and your patience. Cool. Shh. Telephone. There we go. Okay, let's do it. We're going to go into the fourth number. The fourth reason why you're not making money in your business. And you know what? I think this one is probably the most important. Wouldn't you agree? Wouldn't you agree on this one? That it's like one of the most, actually, you might not know that it is one of the most important things. So like I said earlier, working from the inside out is so very important, if not the most important thing. And what you will come to realize as you work on developing your business in whatever avenue, whatever social media outlet you choose to show up, that there's a constant working on the self. There is a constant working on the self, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And we have some roadblocks, some subconscious roadblocks that we are not aware of. And the subconscious mind is the place that we act from 99% of the time. Cool, Lyndsay, that's a great piece of information. But why is it relevant to this? Well, your subconscious mind, its ideals, its values, what it tries to, keep you safe from and stay away from, what it likes to do, all your tendencies, personality quirks, all those things were developed from the ages of 0 to 7. So if you're having a hard time, do you have a hard time receiving? Do you have a hard time receiving? I don't mean just presents. I mean verbal presents, like compliments. Do you have a hard time receiving compliments? Yeah. So when someone's like, hey, you look amazing today. I love your hair. And you're like, I tried to do this thing with my hair today and it didn't work out. And you just like brush it off and shit on yourself. Oh, that's a really good key indicator. And I highly recommend that this is a really, really quick way to be able to change how you speak to yourself. Pay attention of the stories that you tell people about your day, about an event, about something that happened, whatever. Pay attention to the stories that you tell other people, because it's going to directly correlate to how your subconscious mind interacts with you. If you shit on yourself all the time, if you put yourself down, it's not your fault. I mean, the ages of 0 to 7, it's not like you did things to yourself to feel shitty about yourself. It was the experiences that you experienced in life that caused you to create a shield, a mental shield, and you stay away from them. Or is maybe you've learned that it's easier to poo-poo on yourself because being a victim seemed to work out when you were younger. And now as you're getting older, you realize, no, I don't like the way that I think about these things. I don't like living in lack, thinking in lack, acting out of lack, being scared to go to to buy a nice sweater, feeling super guilty because I want to buy the sweater and it's like $70 and I should be spending it on something else. Like, really pay attention to the stories that you tell other people, and then try and kick it into gear where you can start paying attention to the stories that you tell yourself. And when you can start changing the way that you speak to yourself and the way that you speak to others about yourself, that's when you start changing yourself from the inside out. And I've lost a few of you. Why? Because this is fucking hard. This is really, really hard. Establishing self-worth when it's been mentally, physically, spiritually robbed from you. Because you are worthy the day that you are conceived. You are worthy of having everything simply because you exist. And if you don't think so, those are not your thoughts. And I'm very, very sorry that that's the way that your brain thinks of those things. It's not fair, but it's up to you and you get to change it. And that's such a beautiful thing. And I encourage you to change it. Are you going to be weird talking to yourself all the time? Yeah. But what is normal? Normal is boring. Normal doesn't experience life the way life is meant to be experienced. The hardship and the challenges, that's what gives us character. That's what helps us to step into the part of ourselves, the strong part of ourselves that carry us forward. That can, because we have a choice. We can shrivel, shrink, and hide, or we can rise, toughen up, acquire skills to grow, to move on, to ascend. And the thing is that we were not given these, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. Absolutely 110%. But we were not given these amazing vessels, these physical bodies, if we weren't meant to utilize them and to use them in accordance with energy. Right? I wish I could tell you, listen to some subliminal audios, put some crystals in your bra, wave the sage around, and everything will be a-okay, all okay. You got to apply the mental work as well as the physical work together. And I'm not kidding when I say being physical activities and exercise helps you to get in tune with your intuition. Helps you to be able to sit in quiet, listen, understand it, navigate through it in the best positive way possible. So, number 4, you don't think you're worthy of making money. You're worthy of making money simply because you were conceived. Simply because you are this beautiful, energetic being having this physical experience, you are worthy. You were born worthy. And the only way that you're not worthy is because you tell yourself, or someone has told you, that you are not worthy. And I'm so sorry. You did not deserve that at all, because it's really hard to change that shit in your brain. It's really, really hard. So this delicious thing, self-worth, just like I said, consistently posting, start small, scratch the surface, little tiny bits, okay? Little tiny bits of self-worth. Find things in your day that make you feel good, that you can connect to, that establish self-worth, that make you feel good about you. I'm not saying you have to go and look in the mirror and tell yourself, look straight in your eyes, honey, and look at yourself way down deep into your soul, at the pupil of your eye, and tell you that you love yourself, because that is not fair. And it's very hard to go from 0 to 100. I am willing to love myself. You got to have stepping stones. And that's why people quit so easily, because they think it's all or nothing. They think it's the David Goggins way or nothing. David Goggins is like super intense. Watch him on Impact Theory, and then you'll understand that reference. Okay? It's not all or nothing. It's not. And whoever told you that, that's not right. This is your life. You get to decide how you show up. You get to decide how you treat yourself. You get to decide how you talk to yourself. You get to decide the life that you live. Okay? Okay. Number 5. Same, along the same lines. You don't believe in yourself. And these thoughts are not your own. Because you don't get birthed thinking that you're not good enough. You don't get birthed not believing in yourself. You believe in yourself. Because that's neutral. Guys, gals, my lovelies, my schnickelfritz. This is neutral. Belief in yourself, self-worth. Believing that you are a powerful individual that is capable of doing whatever you wish, whatever you desire. That is neutral. That is 0. That is like level playing field. And 0 to 7, your subconscious mind was developed in a way where you're starting at negative numbers. Could be -20, -1,000. Remember, belief in yourself, self-worth is neutral, is 0. Do whatever you can in the tiniest and gentlest of ways to believe in yourself. Something you do really good. Maybe it's not connected to your business ATM at the moment. Maybe you make a killer iced coffee. Maybe you love a certain type of exercise that you do. Maybe you love going for walks. Maybe you love the way that you read your kids' stories. Something. Focus on those feelings when you do those things. And try to bring those feelings into other things that you do. You are magical. And I hope, I implore you, I encourage you that you start believing that you are. That you can do whatever you want. Is that not magical? I think that is absolutely deliciously magical. Everything starts from the inside. The past 2 months, I'm not going to lie, here's some secret tea I'm spilling with my coach, talking just to her about mindset stuff, about life and craziness and trying to be grounded and trying to do the things that we want to do to succeed and to make the most out of this life in this body, with this brain, with these ideas. Mindset work is very, very challenging. And I work on it all the time because I have to, because I used to be so good at shitting on myself. I used to be so good at like having the imposter syndrome run rampant through my life, through my brain, people pleasing to no end. Like, it was destructive. It went the other way. It was destructive. And I don't want that to happen for you. And if it's going on for you, this is a glorious, wonderful, majestical opportunity for you to stop and to start believing in yourself. How do you believe in yourself? You know, a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of enjoying things that, you know, that you do throughout your day, taking a moment to stop and be like, I enjoy this. I'm good at this. This feels good to me. And amplifying that up. Okay? Guys, your business succeeds from the inside out. And I'm not saying that you have to be on point, super happy, like on fire, in alignment, chakra tuned, like every single day, because that is impossible. Honor how you feel. If you have a shitty day, if you wake up on the wrong side of bed and you stub your toe and the whole day goes down the drain really, really quickly, sit in it. Sit in it consciously and be like, do I like being here? Is being angry feeling good? Because it does sometimes. Anger is an action of negative emotion. It's like the only one that facilitates action. Anger. You throw something, you punch a pillow, you break a drawer. I did that once. I'm embarrassed. Right? Sit in it and say, do I like this emotion? What my brain and body are producing here, these chemical soup, does it feel good? Does it not feel good? Do I choose to continue with this or do I choose to stop it? How do you change your state? Tony talks about this all the time, changing your focus and your physiology. It's very easy. Your state can change very quickly. Your focus, what are you focusing on? What's pissing you off? Change what you're focusing on. Change your physiology as well. So that means get up, move, go to another room, step outside, go for a quick walk around the block. Change your focus, what you're focusing on, and change your physiology, and you will be able to change your state. My loves, when you are able to establish really strong emotional intelligence with yourself, the belief is there. The self-worth is there. Absolutely. Cool. Alrighty, so let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm still trying to check into making sure that I am receiving the chat stuff because it's not coming up on my thing. Social community. Okay. Yeah. So remember, if you want to chat, there it is. If you have any questions about this, let me know. Okay, so this is the thing. I'm going to only go over this really, really quickly because it's very, very no-brainer. So I have my 4 best-selling courses, marketing, mindset. The stuff that we talked about today, we go deep at length. I give you the way to be able to show up and market yourself as you. It's so much fun. It makes your business feel so much funner, so much lighter, so much more enjoyable. And I want this for you. So my 4 courses that I'm offering, best-selling courses, I will tell you what they are. I just got to be able to drop this here so you can see. Oh yeah, it's only $222 for the next half an hour. Because I don't want money to be an excuse for you guys to motivate yourself, okay? These courses individually were $397 to $597 each. All 4 of them are $222. Okay, so I'm going to just give you the very quickest, briefest rundown on the planet to tell you about these programs. I apologize, my screen. Come back to me, my darling. Here it is. Oh, you bastard. Of course, when I'm trying to be all professional and stuff. Here we go. I'm always professional. Okay, so when you go to the page, this page, I'm going to put it in the commentos so you can go through it. We can go through it together. Why not? if you're on your desktop. If you are not on your desktop, well, you might have to look at it later. Okay, so I'm going to put this in the comments. You can jump in on it, check it out, read the programs, click on the program, and then you find out a little bit more intensely, individually, what they all do. Okay. Here it is, the All Access Pass. Okay, so my 4 programs, best-selling programs, the APM Aligned Productivity Method. This is all about how to organize time management, and it's not gross and annoying and makes you want to pull out your eyebrow hairs. It's actually really enjoyable, and it focuses on your life and your business. And it helps you to be able to focus on the things that create more good things in your life and not just being a hamster in its cage, circling and nothing is happening. Okay. The next one, the Confident Money-Making Entrepreneur. It is so powerful to be able to step up, show up in your business as that confident individual, and that program goes into it. Also, it includes a lot of delicious marketing strategies for your business. Crystal Clarity is the next one, is a self-study program for women entrepreneurs who need to kick that fear to the curb, to be clear as fuck who they are and how to show up and start really monetizing, taking advantage of social media. So you get mindset transformation, that stuff I was talking about, working from the inside out, you get that in Crystal Clarity. So there's no time to play small anymore. It's time to shine now. So the next one, the last one, I love this one so much. Fuck Yes Foundations. So it's about eliminating all the confusion around your business, establishing a really great foundation. What does that mean? Basic stuff like understanding your ideal client, how to market to them, how to market, psychology marketing. Very, very huge. And this course talks about it. It's all about understanding, knowing, and embodying the what you do, who you serve, and how you serve them. All right? So that you can start establishing a strategy that you can consistently step into day after day and month after month, where you start producing money consistently. All righty? So those are the 4 courses. They're absolutely amazing. You guys, $222. It's like really a no-brainer because the value of these courses are so much more. And I'm really excited for you to have this, because the struggle that I see every day online, you don't need to struggle anymore. You really don't need to struggle anymore. You just need to be able to step into yourself, establish that beautiful confidence, consistent confidence that you were born with, and shine and speak your mind and not be afraid. And call your people to you for once and for all, because you are not a 9-to-5er individual. That is not you if you're watching this. Alrighty, so you've got 20 minutes left to take advantage of the price at $222. There's even a payment plan. Like, I made it so easy for you guys. You can't say no. And then after 20 minutes, price goes up to $333. So jump on it. Jump on it. And email me if you have any questions, all right? So that is the end of this delicious conversation that we are having today. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you being here, listening to me rant. It's a good thing, all righty? I love you all so much, so much. And you know what's crazy? My mouse just died, so I get to sit on here with you for eternity because I don't know how to turn this off without a mouse. You know what? This is a really good lesson too. I don't know where my cords are. This is so fun. So you guys are all worried about being live and having things fuck up. Things screwed up during my live. No one's going to hate you for having technical difficulties. Okay? Okay. That's important. Okay, so my trackpad has died. Hi, trackpad. And I'm gonna go, and I gotta figure out how to get it working again. So you're not gonna see anything for a while, but I love you. Let me know if you have any questions about the All Access Pass. Yay! Okay, and I'll talk to you soon.